How's it going, everybody? So as you can see, I have a new studio here, new lights, a new microphone, a new camera, a lot of exciting things, right? So I'm making this video to say that I'm going to document my progress in diving this summer as we're diving at Woods. I'm really wanting this to be a huge progress year, and summer is the time that I get a lot of stuff done. So I'm going to go practice by practice, and I'm going to take just like a short 20-30 second clip of me talking about what went good at practice, what didn't go so good at practice, did anything crazy happen, like today is a really good day to start. So I'm just going to jump into that. Today was our first practice, today being June 1st. We got in, and within 40 minutes we had to get out because it was too cold. Now, I've been diving for almost 5 years now. I've gone to Woods over the summer 3 times, this being the 4th. And never have we ever gotten out of the water after getting in because it's been too cold. We've canceled practice a couple times because it's been too cold, but never have we gotten in and then gotten out. So that was a really, really strange experience. My body just felt like a stone, like it's just completely numb. I got in and I was just complete shock, It was probably not great for my nervous system, but that's why we got out. What we did was a couple lineups on 3, a couple lineups on 7, then we went down to 1 meter and we did some double bouncing fronts and backs, and then we got out and did a whole bunch of dry land, like abs and handstands and loads of stuff like that. So yeah, today was a pretty weird day, and I'm hoping that tomorrow will be better, so I'll see you then. Hey, today was the second day of Woods. Today is June 2nd. We are going to have 2 practices today. I'm going to have my second shot of my COVID vaccine today, though, so I may not go to the second one, depending on how I feel. We'll see about that. First practice, it was a little bit warmer today. That was good. It was still really cold, and we didn't dive the whole time because of that. But what we did is we did a lot of dry land before. We had like a flipping station, did a lot of stretching, did a lot of abs. And then when we finally got in, we did just some lineups on 3 meter, then some standing fronts, reverses, and then I did a back twister. And then my coach said, go up to 7 meter and do a front roll-off pike and a back roll-off tuck. And then go up to 10 meter and do the exact same thing. So all we had were those standing drills, lineups, and then we had 4 platform lineups to do, but they were pretty scary. And so I went up to the 7 meter, and those were easy, right? But going up to 10 meter, the front one, super easy. I opened up way too much, but I still ripped it really, really well. But then when I got to the back one, I kicked out a little too high, and then by the time I got all the way down to the water, I was just a little bit over, so I kind of like flopped in like a fish. Not like smack, but I just kind of flopped in a little bit, so I got the front of my legs pretty good. But other than that, it was just freezing cold. So it was a pretty good practice. I felt more productive today. So I'll see you if I go to the second practice. If not, then I'll put some words up on the screen right now. Second practice, I'm just going to say it, was pretty terrible. And it wasn't just because of the cold, it was because of the effect it had on me. Like, I was shivering, and diving is a precision sport, so you have to use your muscles precisely. And when they're just erratically shivering and moving to keep you warm, you can't control them like you want to. And so it's going to be a tough couple week adjustment to the cold and uncomfortableness, but I just kept like totally doing my dives horribly and falling out. It just wasn't good. I want tomorrow to be better, so I'll see you then. Painting, I did it myself. No, I'm just kidding, I really did. But that brings me to today's sponsor, which is me. Aww. No one's sponsoring this video. Anyway, today's practice was much, much better than yesterday's practice. We got on the platform, which I really liked, and the water was much nicer, so it it was a little easier to control myself. We were doing voluntaries on platform, so that's my front 1.5 pike, inward 1.5 tuck, back reverse dive tuck, and then front 1.5 full twist. All of those are on 7 meter, but I can do all of them on 10 meter. I am starting to feel a little bit of the effects of the COVID vaccine, but it's really only just a headache for me. It's not too bad, so that's good. Very good improvement from yesterday. This morning's practice was phenomenal. We did 1 meter, and so I really liked the board on the left. I just enjoyed it a lot. Technically, the other one was nicer, but for some reason, just me and the board on the left got along. So what we did was fronts with a hurdle, which my hurdle was better today, which is good because I've been struggling with that for the past couple weeks now, but my hurdle was much better today. So we did fronts and reverses, right? So we did fronts up to 2.5 and then reverses up to double. And on my fronts especially, my coach gave me a new piece of advice that really helped me. So I was doing those very well. And then with my reverses, they weren't as good, but I did some really good reverse dives, which, that was fun. Some of my reverse 1.5s weren't as great as I would like them to be, and my reverse doubles were mostly terrible. The last one was okay though. The only part about practice that I really didn't appreciate was we did 4 lineups on 10 meter again, 2 fronts and 2 backs. That's a 3, 2 backs. And then on the last back lineup, I didn't grab my hands fully, right? So when I went in the water, my head was forced down and to the left. And so now my neck hurts, especially when I put it right there. So yeah, I think it just bothered the nerves a little bit, but I don't think it's too serious, so I should probably be okay by Monday. So yeah, that's 1 week of woods training done, 3 to go, and then zones. That's really exciting. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another video.